Welcome to today's Explainer. We are jumping right into something I know every single one of us has experienced at some point. The beautiful, chaotic, and downright messy reality of living with other people under one roof. I mean, you've probably wondered, why is it that the people we love the most can also drive us absolutely insane? Well, it's because co-living strips away all our public filters, right? It literally forces our daily habits to collide in a shared space. So, to figure out how to survive this without losing our minds, we're analyzing three very distinct, very real family incidents drawn straight from our source material. The goal here is simple: extract some universal rules for living together in actual harmony.
So, what really causes the most family chaos? You might think it's the big stuff, right? Is it money, work schedules, major life events? Actually, when you look at the root of most household arguments, the chaos rarely starts with a massive explosion. It is usually something way more mundane. We're talking about an unflushed toilet, a momentary distraction at a public park, or even a seemingly harmless picnic basket that's packed with junk food. As you'll see, the small things, they become the big things.
Okay, let's look at the roadmap for today. First up, navigating shared family spaces. Second, avoiding dangerous daily distractions. Third, the junk food health crisis. And finally, building better family habits. Let's dive right in.
Starting with Section 1, Navigating Shared Family Spaces, or as it's affectionately known, the bathroom battleground. Okay, picture this. The family is all packed up, trying to get out the door to the bookshop, only to be completely stopped in their tracks by a locked bathroom door. Almost immediately, the accusations just start flying. The classic, "Dad forgot to flush again." Now, what's really fascinating here isn't just the toilet, it's how quickly these minor gripes snowball into a massive conflict. One locked door suddenly unearths this entire mountain of historical grievances. Dad hasn't flushed, Leo is bringing his bath ducks into the toilet area, Maya is blasting loud music and staying in way too long. Literally everyone is pointing fingers, and the tension peaks with the ultimate household whodunit. Who exactly clogged the toilet last week?
Well, here is where the story takes a surprisingly productive turn. Everyone actually stops talking over each other and starts admitting their own faults. And the big plot twist? Mom admits she was the one who clogged the toilet. She used too much paper. By taking accountability, the family totally transforms this chaotic argument into a structured solution. Step 1, always flush before leaving. Step 2, do not stay in there too long. Step 3, use only enough paper. And Step 4, absolutely no toys, period. You know, when one person, especially a parent, drops their ego and admits a mistake, it's a real game changer. It brilliantly shifts the whole dynamic from me versus you to us versus the problem. Admitting faults instantly turned a bitter blame game into a clear, actionable system for everyone.
Moving on to Section 2, Avoiding Dangerous Daily Distractions. Subtitle, The Park Panic.
Now we're shifting our focus from shared physical spaces to shared family responsibilities. Think about what a bodyguard is. By definition, it's a person who protects someone. In our next scenario from the source material, Mom needs to leave Grandma, whose memory is unfortunately fading, sitting on a park bench just for a moment while she goes to buy water for everyone. Before stepping away, Mom explicitly tells the kids, do not leave Grandma alone. The kids confidently promise to be her bodyguards. They've taken on a major, vital responsibility here.
But the next 5 minutes unfold like a mini thriller. At minute 0, Mom leaves for water. By minute 1, our so-called bodyguards completely abandon their post. Why? Because they spot a balloon man making swords and dinosaurs. Just a momentary distraction, right? Well, at minute 3, while the kids are completely mesmerized by this beautiful pink flower balloon, Grandma wanders off. By minute 5, Mom returns to an absolutely terrifying scene. The kids are off hiding as a prank, and Grandma is completely gone. The only trace left of her is a purple scarf sitting right there on the empty bench.
You can just feel the tension in this source narrative. They frantically search the park, until, thankfully, they spot Grandma near the park gates. She's disoriented but safe. But this near disaster strongly reinforces a vital rule. Admitting mistakes helps us fix them. This directly echoes our bathroom story, but obviously the stakes here are incredibly high. The emotional resolution at those park gates only happens because the kids immediately own up to their total failure. They realize the hard way that shiny distractions, like a cool balloon animal, are never ever as important as the people we're entrusted to care for.
Which brings us to Section 3, the junk food health crisis, or the dietary meltdown.
This scenario perfectly examines how one person's choices can completely derail the whole family's schedule, injecting pure fear and stress into what was supposed to be a perfect day. Look at this contrast. On one side, we have Leo's choices during a family picnic: candy, chips, and sweet soda. He completely refuses the delicious apples offered to him. But then, we have the doctor's prescription after Leo inevitably ends up in the hospital with severe stomach pains. The prescription? Green veggies, fruits, and vitamins. Leo's momentary sugar binge results in swallowing bitter medicine, a terrifying emergency hospital trip for his poor parents, and a really stark lesson. The so what here is that what we choose to put in our bodies heavily impacts everyone around us. The physical consequences of bad habits ripple through the entire household.
Finally, Section 4, Building Better Family Habits. Let's synthesize this survival guide.
All right, it's time to pull all these threads together into a cohesive guide. Based on our source material, there are 3 key takeaways that form the absolute bedrock of living well together. First, admit mistakes kindly instead of blaming. We saw this work like magic when mom admitted to clogging the toilet and when the kids confessed to losing grandma. Accountability diffuses tension instantly because it disarms the ego. Second, create and respect shared boundaries. Flush the toilet, leave the bath toys out, follow the doctor's dietary orders. This just gives everyone a predictable, safe framework to operate within. And third, prioritize health and family over daily distractions. Whether it's a balloon ride in the park or a bag of potato chips at a picnic, we simply can't let momentary impulses override the safety and harmony of our household.
To wrap this up, I want to leave you with a rather provocative question to reflect on. Are your daily household habits building harmony, or are they creating chaos? Whether it's in the bathroom, at the local park, or sitting around the dinner table, the small, seemingly insignificant choices we make every single day absolutely dictate the peace of our co-living environments. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. I highly challenge you to take these lessons back and apply them to your own family survival guide. Keep learning, keep communicating, and I'll catch you next time.